Welcome back to Tarot and Beyond. In today's reading, we are looking at the next year ahead. So this is going to be for 2024. The way we're going to do this reading is using the oracle cards that we have here. We're going to do the categories and roll the dice for that. And then we also have the charms and a song for the year in the bag. So lots of fun goodies to come for the year ahead. Select your group or your pile or your bag or however you want to choose. Trust your intuition and use the timestamps linked in the description box or the chapter notes below to jump ahead to your chosen reading or readings, and we will see you there. All right, welcome group number 1. You guys chose this particular pile, and this is going to be your in-depth, very detailed reading for the year ahead. So it is for 2024, as you guys know. We're going to be looking into the generalities of this using what you see here, a bunch of different oracle cards. We have some charms, a song, the categories. We're going to use tarot as well. And then we're going to do an extended where we're going to look at each individual month. So if you want to get really, really detailed, stay tuned for that information at the end. Okay, so group 1, let's get into it. I'm going to leave your charm bag off to the side, and we'll do that after we've looked at the cards. I'm going to leave the categories just for a second. We're going to start with the oracle cards today. So we're going to go from the bottom and work our way up. What is coming in 2024? Serendipity. So I love to see this for you. Group number 1, serendipity is always a good sign. It means that you're on the right track. Things are working out in alignment for you. The universe is positioning you in a very destined, providential type of way. This is also very much about good luck, but good luck is really just alignment. So the more that you spiritually get into alignment with yourself and the flow or the natural flow of the universe, the easier you're going to see serendipity work in your life. This is also the type of thing where you don't always have clear awareness of why what's happening is why what is happening is happening. But serendipity is always a good sign that even if it doesn't make sense, it's kind of like right place, right time type of energy. So it will make sense as time goes on, and you will be able to, you'll see how the good luck unfolds for you. So 2024, right off the bat, it's looking like a very lucky year, but let's find out why. Victory. Okay, so there's going to be some victories for you in the year ahead, group number 1. That's probably why you're feeling on top of the world, is what I just heard. Yeah, you're going to feel on top of the world. You're going to be up on the clouds, like living on cloud 9 kind of thing. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to happen in a very serendipitous type of way. It's like magic just unfolding for you, but it's not magic. It's what you've manifested. It's what you've created. You've put in the hard work for this, is what Spirit is showing me. So it's not random. It is the universe working, but it's the universe working through you. And the more you follow your intuition, the more you end up in the right place at the right time. Yeah, and it leads to victory for you. So that's really beautiful. We have improving health. Okay, so another focus of the year to come is going to be, you're going to have a health victory, is what Spirit just showed me. Yeah, you're going to be rejuvenated in some way. If you were struggling with some kind of health concern, a physical health ailment, a disease, a disorder, something like that is what they're saying. It's going to improve. All right. So you're going to see they just said marked improvement in that in the year to come. And you're going to have more vitality. You're going to feel on top of the world. Some of you might be starting a new workout routine in the year ahead. I'm seeing somebody like running. You might even be running a marathon. That's such a random message. And you might not even have considered this, but for whatever reason in the year ahead, it could be a metaphorical marathon that you're running, but you're getting to victory, or it could be literal because your health has improved so much that you're like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in peak physical condition for the first time ever. I really want to challenge myself and kind of train for something and see what I can do, like see what my body is capable of. That's kind of what I feel. And if it's not like a literal marathon that you're actually running, then this is more like a marathon in terms of how hard you've worked to improve your health. And this coming year is really going to pay off for you. It's like you finally crossed the finish line of that health journey that you've been on, and you are victorious. You see the positive results from it. You really get to experience firsthand the improvements, is what they just said. Yeah, experiencing firsthand the improvements. Okay, let's look at, we have 3 astrology cards from the Heavenly Bodies deck. So let's take a look at these. You have the North Node, destined to have. You know, the reason why this is so serendipitous for you, group number 1, is because you are destined to have this. The North Node is your destiny. It is what you are meant to become in this lifetime. It's what you are called toward. It's the skills you're developing. It could have something to do with health and healing, or indirectly, your health and healing play a big part or a large role in your destiny and your capacity or ability to fulfill it. I'm seeing strength here for you in the year to come. That is a definite energy that I'm picking up on. You're going to feel strong, not just physically, although that's a big part of it. You're probably going to feel very lean, very fit. Your muscle mass is going to increase in a really good way. But it's more like you just feel strong because you've conquered this, whatever it was, you conquered it. And your body it's a walking testament to that. Yes, definitely. And you are physically more strong and more capable, but you also feel mentally stronger because you can trust your body and you can trust yourself to give your body what it needs so that you can continue in that increased capacity that you're gaining, or that you have or will have gained. Yeah, it feels like this was a long path. They just showed me on the destined to have, you know, like the North Node, it's a lifelong journey to become this. And it's not even something that you're destined to have so much, even though that's what the card says. It's more so what you are destined to become. And we put that in our natal charts. So look to where your north node, and it looks like this little sign. If you're not familiar with astrology, it looks like that little upside down horseshoe, or should I say right side up. And it'll show up in your chart. You want to look at what house it falls in and what sign, because that is going to give you an indication of how that energy might play out or what you can do to continue consciously developing it. They also told me to look for the ruling planet of the sign of the house that North Node falls into. So for example, if you have North Node in Aries in the 11th house, I'm literally just using myself as an example here, this would mean Mars is the ruling planet. So you'd also want to look to where Mars is in your natal chart and see what house that is in as well. So it's much more information for you to be able to express this in an empowered way. Okay. And you are destined for greatness. Group number 1. That's what I'm feeling here. Destined for greatness. Okay, let's see. You also have the 8th house, transformation, karma, facing your fears and leaving legacies. So the 8th house is an interesting astrological house. It's like sex, death, and taxes. That's a very oversimplified expression of it. It also rules the occult, sciences, the mind, the subconscious, anything taboo, or that kind of goes against the grain in society. It does rule money, other people's money, how you get money and work with it in that way. It can rule debt and taxes in that regard. And it can also be about psychological healing. So maybe this is improving health in your mind or in the brain even, and that could have a direct correlation to the body because the brain rules the body. If you improve the brain, you improve the body. But they did just show me the bones in this on this the 8th house card. And so you actually could be strengthening your bones, or your bones could be becoming more dense in the year ahead, group number 1. That's a very specific message, but I'm getting a lot to do with health. And it is connected to your destiny, and it is connected to your luck. So the more that you work on improving your health, the better your results are going to be in the year ahead. And I do see that you will have to face your fears because this is kind of a death and rebirth for you. It is a transformation, and it is linked to your karma because it's linked to your destiny. But I can see you coming out victorious. I can see you doing this very physical level and psychological healing. I think it's two sides of that same energy, and they influence each other. The physical health influences the mental health and vice versa. So if you focus on one, focus on the other two, and help you kind of combine those. I think you're going to do really well in the year ahead. We also have the third house, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. What's really standing out to me right away from this particular card is actually the trees. Look at, we have two trees kind of bordering these cards. It just looks like they're mirroring. And in one, we have the skeleton bird, and in the other, we have two live birds. So it does feel like you're going through a transformation and you're being reborn. You're renewing your physical health. That is a big theme for the year ahead, group number 1. And I feel like this is going to help you to actually make better connections with people, because if your health is better, you can do more things, you can think more clearly, you can go out and be active, things like that. That's what I mean. Like if you were couch bound or bed bound or something like that, or if you just were really struggling in some way with your health, I can see that really kind of held you back in terms of accomplishing your goals, because they showed me the mountains in these two cards. There's mountains in the background there, and then we also have mountains in this card. And mountains do talk about achievements, goals, challenges that we set for ourselves to overcome. And like I said, there's mountains in this card too. They just showed me. Yeah, so they're all over the place in your reading. And you are very determined, group number 1. And I feel like before, even though you were very determined, your body and your health were kind of holding you back. And now in the year to come, in 2024, or this year, if you're watching it in 2024, you are bouncing back in a really big way. It's like you're completely metamorphosizing into something brand new. Your whole physical composition changes. Your DNA is shifting. Your genetic expression is enhanced. The bad codes in your genes are being turned off. The good codes are being turned on. And you are stronger, faster, leaner. I see your skin glowing and looking more tanned, even if you're not out in the sun. But I feel like there's an enhancement in your overall health and well-being. Now, they did also just show me or tell me a message about the mountains too. So I was looking at it in terms of goals, achievements, and things that we want to get to the top of, like aspirational things in our lives. But they also did just tell me that some of you may be moving somewhere that is in a mountainous region. So you might be, I did just hear Rocky Mountains, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the actual Rockies. But I do feel like you're going to be either visiting or moving somewhere closer to the mountains. And the reason why is because, first of all, it's energetically aligned with you. You might want to look at your astrocartography chart. A lot of astrology coming through in this reading, even though I'm not an astrologer, but that's what they're mentioning. So I have to relay the info. And something to do with the air quality. They're showing me that the air quality is fresher, cleaner, and crisper in this location. And as a result, your health improves. The air quality somehow changes, or maybe it's the elevation. I'm not sure. I don't know if you'll be living up on the top of a mountain, but you'll be living near enough to some mountains that it really is very, very fresh, and the air is healthier and more conducive to your healing. Especially if you were living in a city that had a lot of pollution and congestion. It's like you're moving out to the countryside or out to the mountains, and it really, really significantly improves your health. And it's also very serendipitously aligned, because there's going to be other connections in that area that not only help to improve your health, but also you might be moving to a location you've lived in before, where you have childhood relations. They just took me there. Or into a place where there's more communication, or there's somebody that you're meant to meet. I do see a particular person here, because they keep showing me the relationship between these two birds. So I do feel like there's a person you're meant to meet, and moving to or traveling to this location in 2024 is going to help you to meet them. And it's very destined. It feels super, super destined. Like spirit is calling you here at all costs, and you are listening. Your body feels it. Your intuition and instinct are right on the money, group number 1. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of these cards here. You have success. Oh, wow. I'm so happy to see that for you, group number one, because I feel from your energy, not even from your cards, all these cards are very positive, but just what I feel energetically, intuitively, psychically, it feels like you've been through it, okay? Like it feels like you have been through some serious health challenges and struggles in your life, and you've worked so hard, but it's kind of like you had a handicap, you know what I mean? It's like you were being held back. You were disadvantaged in that way. And so no matter how hard you worked, it felt like success was always elusive, or it would cost you so much physically or mentally to keep going that it almost wasn't worth it, or you kept kind of being on the brink of failure. But in 2024, success, my dear. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. You got victory and success. I mean, spirit can't get much clearer than that, group number one. 2024 is going to be a year where you succeed. Where you have failed before, now you succeed. If you tried to improve your health before and it didn't work, it just got worse, or maybe you plateaued or something like that, now it's going to be really, really improving, and you're going to see that firsthand. It's magical. I see you growing and I see you thriving for the first time in a really, really long time, maybe even since childhood. These could have been things that you were born with. Yeah, they keep giving me the word disadvantages. It's like you were disadvantaged. You had these setbacks that you had to overcome, and if you're questioning how far along you are in life, Spirit wants you to know, group number one, that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we don't, and we're not even meant to understand what that is, but it's very destined. And there's going to be an unfoldment in such a way that things will begin to fit together and your life is improving. I was going to say it will improve, but they corrected me before I could even say it, like really quickly. And they said it is improving. So you've already probably seen some of these shifts begin to happen, or you're moving in this direction already. And then in 2024, you're going to see the success coming out. I also recommend watching this reading again in 2024 if you're watching it toward the end of 2023, because this will also help you to see how things are beginning to unfold, because when you're in the energy, it's actually easier to interpret it. Creation. Okay, I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. Group one, I feel, look at these two orange colors as well. That's the sacral chakra. I feel like you're getting your life force energy back. Your vitality is rejuvenating. Your sex drive may even be kicking into high gear here, but if not that, and it's just hormonal. If you're a male, your testosterone is going to go through the roof in a really positive way. You're going to get your energy and vitality back. If you're a female and you've had hormonal struggles, I just heard endometriosis, possibly PCOS. I don't know if that's for everyone, but if that applies to you, then that's specifically for you. It's healing. It's like you're doing this healing work, and it is transforming your hormones, which is shifting your brain chemistry, which is shifting your muscle density, which is shifting your bone density. It's like a top down and bottom up all at the same time. And you feel, like I said, you feel more confident, you feel more in control, because your health and your vitality are now creating this limitlessness that gives you that sense of freedom to be able to do what you want to or need to do. Whereas before, it may have felt almost impossible to do not only what you wanted to do, let alone what you needed to do. So yeah, I can imagine how frustrating that would be. I've been through similar things myself, actually. I feel like this is my group. Okay, so I'm right there with you, group number one, and I totally understand. You also have the path to light. I make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. I feel like part of the victory that you're achieving in the year ahead, group number 1, is that you are activating some DNA codes. That's a very clear message that I'm getting here. Because, like I said, you're doing physical level healing. And what that does at soul level is helps your soul to express better through your body, because the soul and the body need to work harmoniously together. If the brain is out of whack, if the body is out of whack, the soul can't express in an ideal aligned way, and therefore your manifestations are going to be thwarted. Your service to others may be hindered, or it has been hindered in some way. And again, you're transforming yourself in the year to come, or you've already begun doing this. And it's like you're able to express your soul better through your body. And that's why your confidence is going through the roof, because it's like you're finally getting to be the true you that you've always known that you were, but felt like you were trapped inside a body or a mind that wasn't functioning well. Wow. Okay. You have gate, opportunities, and home. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're going to be moving, or you're going to be, they did just give me the word freedom. Yeah, free. You're going to be free from any of these limitations. So 2024 sees a big uptick in your ability to choose for yourself. If you want to move, you can. If you want to stay put, you can. If you want to start this business or do that, or run a marathon, or have a relationship, or really like whatever you want to do, group number 1, 2024, it's like the world is your oyster. It's the universe is giving you this open gate and saying whatever you want, you've got it, because you now have the capacity to actually do these things, which is just such a relief, and so well deserved, and very hard earned. Very, very hard earned. Let me move this over a bit. Can I fit this here? Actually, yeah, I wanted to put this here, and I think I wanted to have it cohesive and put them all in a row like that, but I put this up here because it's reminding me of the DNA spiral that I'm seeing in improving health. So I want to put it there, and I think I'll leave it there. Like I said, you may be moving in 2024 to somewhere like I was getting before, that's very, very fresh, very lush, and it's good for your health. You also have romance and sweetness with flowers. Okay, sorry, I'm like really hot right now in your reading, and I'm wearing shorts, and it's the winter, and I don't know, well, it's not winter, it's fall, it's November, but it's like cold, you know? And I am sweating. You can see my finger marks on the card. So I feel like you're going to be really hot, group number 1. And, you know, since I mentioned that and I noticed it, like I'm literally sweating right now, when we're looking at the sweetness and romance card with flowers, I feel like you're, like I was seeing, it's like your libido, because your hormones are more balanced, your vitality is like through the roof. I feel like your libido is going to be really, really strong in 2024, group number 1. That's just what I'm getting. And like I said, I feel like there's going to be a connection with someone, 2 little birds who come together. It does feel like there's going to be an opportunity for romance, a lot of sweetness. It might be very hot and heavy as well, very passionate. I think this is something that is destined, and it is a like a karmic connection, but I think it's in the best possible way, like not a negative karmic contract. It's like a positive soul level karmic connection, and it is, like I said, happening in a very serendipitous way. And this could be somebody that you knew from childhood, or it could be somebody completely brand new, and you just feel like you have this very innocent connection with them. Yeah, because I'm getting like this very childlike feel, or maybe you're having children with them because your health has improved so much. If you're a male, it's like your essence is stronger. If you're a female, it's like you're more fertile because your body is healthier. So if that's something you're wanting, it's definitely a possibility. If it's not, I would guard against it, use protection, because you're going to be extra fertile in the year ahead, group number 1. Okay, so now let's get, I think I was going to do the tarot cards, but I'm feeling more drawn towards this categories. So I haven't used this in a while, but Spirit directed me to this like months ago, and they were like, use these cards and we'll show you how to do it. So basically it's a game called categories, and I use them in this case for divination. What we're going to do is we're going to roll a number and we're going to see where it falls on this particular list, and we might get a couple, and then I'll see how that kind of relates to the messages that we're getting so far, or maybe there's more messages, something like that. Okay, so let me just put it right here. So first of all, I did want to note that you have list number 8. They all have different numbers on them, and you also have the 8th house. So 8s could be important for you in the month of, I didn't mean to say the month of. Okay, so what is the 8th month? January, February, March. August, isn't it? Yeah, August is the 8th month. So the month of August may be significant for you in 2024, group number 1. I just want to mention that. Okay, so let's get your categories information here. Number 3, and I looked up at the time and it was 2444 right when I said that, so that could be significant as well. But number 3, let's look at 3. You have languages. Number 3 is languages, okay? Languages. You could be learning a different language in 2024, or communication is just going to be really, really important. Speaking the same language, getting on the same vibration as someone else. I do feel a strong message that you're going to be speaking the language of your body. So it's like you and your body are more simpatico in 2024, group 1. It's like it's just a lot easier for you to feel into intuitively what you need and to respond appropriately and give your body that. And then it trusts you because it's like it's asking for these things. Maybe it's asking for more protein, or it's asking for more hydration, or it's asking for a certain mineral or vitamin, and you're able to respond really quickly and give it that. And it's like, oh, thank you. And it trusts you and you trust it. It's just like a healthier relationship overall. And that confidence that brings is really, really what helps you to improve your health and to strengthen. Okay. So we had languages. Let's see what else. Number 6. Okay. Might want to check out the 6th month. I think that's going to be significant as well. We're going to go into all of the months, by the way, in the extended. I drew up like a little chart here, so it's all of the different months. That's the extended. It's on the member side of the channel. I will talk about that at the end. But yeah, 6th month is June, I believe. Yeah, so June, it feels like the summer is going to be really important. Maybe that's why I was sweating here. Yeah, because it's hot in the summer. Something hot and heavy is happening in the summer. Maybe that's when you're running the marathon, or maybe that's when you're really getting into this relationship or deepening a connection or something like that. Anyway, let's look at number 6 on here. It says reasons to procrastinate. Reasons to procrastinate, group number 1. Oh, they just showed me all the reasons to procrastinate falling away. So the procrastination is no longer an issue. And procrastination, by the way, is not laziness. Procrastination is your body trying to protect you, or your mind trying to protect you from something that feels like a bit of a threat, or yeah, it's going to emotionally dysregulate you, or it's going to be really hard for you to do. Even if you don't think it is, there on some subconscious, physical, or mental level, it does feel it feels triggering, or it feels unsafe, or it feels like it's stress-inducing or dysregulating in some way. And that can make it very hard to push through procrastination when we try to kind of force ourselves to do it, instead of looking into, okay, how can I help you to feel safer so we can do this without that resistance? This could have been something that was learned in childhood, or something that started in childhood, because my finger did hit that when I was talking about the procrastination. So this could be a pattern that, yeah, it's like a childhood coping mechanism. Yeah, so I would look into that too. Part of improving health could be doing some mental health work too, like going and talking to a therapist or a counselor, or doing some brain health exercises. I don't know what that would be. Well, I'm doing neurofeedback right now for my ADHD, depression, PTSD, etc. So, and it's significantly improved my energy, and my chronic fatigue has significantly lessened, and my brain fog is going away. So maybe I'm meant to mention that for you guys, because this is such a health-focused reading. Yeah, if that's for you, take it and see where it leads you. But yeah, okay, let's do one more here, and then we'll get some tarot cards, and then we'll go into your charms. Oh no, they told me we're going to do the charms in the extended. Okay, sorry, I thought we are going to do the charms in your... Well, we'll get the song for you because, yeah, if you guys don't want to be on the member side of the channel, I don't want to completely exclude you from that. So you have number 7, lucky number 7, my favorite number. Okay, 7, you have items that come in the mail. Ooh, okay, so in 2024, there's going to be some items that come in the mail that are going to improve your health. That's what they just told me. So you could be ordering things on Amazon. You could be getting some information through a mail order service. You could be ordering. They just keep showing me like packages coming in. You're getting something in the mail that helps you. You could be ordering like mail order food delivery of like a specific type of food or supplement. That's what I'm seeing. That's specifically what I'm seeing. It could be through Amazon, but it could be directly through a website because they are showing me both. So I think it's going to vary from person to person, depending on what you need. But you follow those little intuitive nudges. Because the 8th house just really is standing out to me here, I feel like this growth and transformation and this blooming and thriving energy that you're going to be in the year ahead is it's a lot of it is going to be facilitated by you listening to your intuition, listening to your body, and also specifically your spirit guides, because they did just give me that message as well. They said that your spirit guides are they're listening, they're watching, they're all around you. They know what you're feeling and what you're needing, and they can help to direct you. So there's 2 ways that you can connect to them more. You can ask them specifically for guidance, and then give them specifically the best language to communicate with you. Here we go back at languages again. Yeah. Tell them how you prefer to communicate. Is it auditory? Do you want to hear their words? Do you want to see visual confirmation through symbols? Do you want to... could it be through songs? Could it be through other people telling you these little hints or giving you this information? Tell them what works best for you, but also don't limit it to that. Let yourself be open to whatever they, however they happen to communicate. But sometimes if we request it, they can respond appropriately, and it will make it easier. Okay. Yeah, they said get a couple of tarot cards, so we'll do that for you. Do I want to ask anything specific? Okay, they just said, what do you need to know? What do you need to know in 2024, group number 1? What do you need to know? Like, need to know. It's on a need to know basis, and you need to know this. You got the Justice card. Wow, so things are going to be balancing out in a big way. I did want to put it here next to karma on the 8th house card. So I do feel like, again, you're going to be balancing out some karma, and that is what is setting you free. We have the running shoes on the scale here. Again, I'm getting this indication that you might start a running or a jogging or a speed walking, or you're running a marathon or something. You're running and you're much more alert. You have so much more energy in 2024, group number 1. So if you're like me and you've been battling chronic fatigue and it's been really hard to get off the couch and to just even, like take care of your hygiene and clean your house, and let alone work and do all these other things, I feel like in the year ahead and in 2024, you're going to be super relieved and overjoyed is what Spirit just said. You're going to be overjoyed with the level of energy you have and how much balance you have. Yeah, it just feels like everything is coming into balance in 2024. And for you, group 1, it does feel like justice is being served here. So anything that's been out of balance for you, and you've been really doing your best, and you've been trying to listen, and you've been trying to implement healthy changes, and you've just been, like gritting your teeth and bearing it and trying to remain optimistic. Like, I feel you. I feel the pain and suffering you've been through, and the grit and determination to not give up. Do you know how rare that is, group number 1? Do you have any idea how rare that is? You could have easily given up, but you didn't. And you are going to be rewarded. That is a guarantee. And I do not like to guarantee things because Spirit can be very changeable, or energies are unpredictable. But Spirit prompted me to say that, and I felt it so passionately and viscerally through my body that I feel it is truth. And that's what justice is also. It's truth. They just said divine truth. Yeah, divine truth. This is divine order. Things are balancing for you. Things are going to work out in your favor. Justice is served. And you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You're going to experience it this year. Wow. What else does group number 1 need to know? 8 of Wands. Yeah, travel, communication through the mail. Like I said, it's like a carrier pigeon bringing you information. So there's something that you want to watch for in the mail that is going to help you to achieve success in the year ahead. I do see travel, like I said. You could be getting away from a city and moving towards the mountains. You could be going on a backpacking trip or something like that because you have the energy, you have the time. You feel the call. It feels like a pilgrimage. It does. It feels like a spiritual pilgrimage. You might be going and hiking a mountain or something. And that's like the marathon for you to kind of prove to yourself and to spirit that you're strong and you're rejuvenated. Yeah, they're showing me the hiking boots. Something about the shoes, because they did draw my attention to the high top sneakers here in Justice. And now they're drawing my attention to his hiking boots. And I did notice these here earlier on in the reading as well. So it's kind of like, yeah, they're really drawing my attention to that symbol. And shoes to me speak of like the soul, right? It's like the soles of the feet. And it's where we ground. It's where we feel physically connected to the world around us, or not so much, right? Because sometimes shoes can create a barrier between that. But I'm seeing you gaining stability. That's the main message I'm getting from the shoes, the hiking boots, the runners. You're gaining stability at soul level, and that's grounding physically into the body through your health. So yeah, your health, your soul health, your body health, mental health, all of it's balancing out and grounding. Okay, I'll get one more for you. Group number 1 in 2024. King of Wands. That's what I mean. Like, you're going to be so fiery. You're going to be so passionate, driven. Like I said, your hormones are super balanced, and you've just got a ton of energy. You might even run hot, because like I said, I keep getting this really hot energy, and I'm sweating. So it does feel like you're going to have a lot of vital force energy, and you might be running hot. If you were always cold before, it's like this amount of vital force energy that's running through your sacral chakra and through your entire physical body. It's like, first of all, it's helping you to transform, create, and manifest your reality, but it's also like physically, it's making you hot. You might, they're showing me you kicking off the blankets at night. It's like you don't need to bundle up anymore. You just feel like you're full of life. That's the main feeling that I get. You're just so full of life. That's what I see for you, group 1. Okay. Before you go, let's get your song for the year ahead. So this is kind of be like your theme song. I will leave it linked in the description box below your group. So where you saw the timestamps down there, take a look. I will leave it like the YouTube video for it, so you can have a listen or look at the lyrics. Survivor. No way. No way. I'm going to cry. Like, I'm going to cry. Group number 1, you are You are a survivor. Like I said, this is really emotional for me because I'm in this group with you. We're survivors, group number 1. It could have taken us out, that health issue, the mental health struggles, all of the things that you've been through, they could have taken you out, but you're a survivor. And you're bouncing back. And you're going to see in the year to come that life is brand new and you're free. You are free. Oh my God. I'm so excited for you, for us, right? I'm in this group with you. I'm so excited for us. I'm so looking forward to 2024. And I can already feel this. Like I said, I'm doing the neurofeedback. I'm changing my diet, and I've noticed a significant difference. I have already begun to notice my hormones increase. So I'm not surprised to see that here in the reading for us, group 1. So let me know how this resonates for you or how this unfolds. And if you guys want to go deeper and see the month-by-month breakdown, we're going to be diving now into the members side of the reading for 2024. So if you want to access that, all you have to do is hit the join button. It should be right down underneath the video where the subscribe button it usually is. You do have to be a subscriber to hit the join button. And it's $10.99 $9.99 a month for unlimited access to the pick a card readings. You also get access to the once monthly live streams where members can jump into the members only chat and ask personal questions, so I can give you guys more personalized guidance and energy healing too, because I am a Reiki master. So if you guys are into that, it's definitely worth it to become a Soul Tribe member. And if you want even more bang for your buck, you can go for the Soul Family membership, which gives you access to everything on the Soul Tribe tier, as well as additional tutorial videos, more in-depth stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes, and also discounts on products from my website, downloadable content, guided meditations, things like that, and services. So use the discount codes, the promo codes from the members wall to book sessions with me at a discounted rate. So that is what I see for you, group number 1. I'm just so happy for you. I am so relieved to see this for us, and I wish you nothing but the best in 2024. I love you guys. You're a survivor. Keep surviving. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your 2024 year ahead reading. So what we have here is we've got oracle cards. We're going to pull some tarot as well. We've also got a categories lists that we're going to go into, and I'll explain how that works. And then we have charms for the extended. So for the extended reading, which I'll talk more about at the end, we're going to be looking at the specifics for the next 12 months ahead. So this is going to be more of a general overview, although it will be very detailed, but we'll go into the different months using this little chart that I created on the members side. If you guys want to join, we'll talk about that later. But we will get the song for you as well. So there's going to be like a song, which is going to be your song of the year, and we'll get that at the end from your little loot bag. Okay, so let me set this to the side. We'll do this categories thing after we look at your oracle cards. So group 2, let's find out what's going on in 2024. Loyal heart. Okay, well, I like that. I think that there's going to be some kind of connection or commitment. I was also just almost going to say communication, but I was meaning to say commitment. So there could be better communication within a commitment in 2024. I feel like there's you and another person are on the same page. There's compromise. There's all these C words like commitment, communication, compromise. Things feel less conditional because there's a lot of loyalty. Yeah. Okay, and you have New World. Number 30 is standing out to me here. And we also have number 35 in this card. So something about the 30s, you could be in your 30s, or the number 30 or 35 could be significant. Take it as it resonates, but those two are standing out. And, you know, there's numbers on a lot of these cards, and most of the time I don't really notice them. So whenever something jumps out at me, I know it's meant to be talked about, or there's relevance to it. But yeah, New World here. I feel like, yeah, I'm getting this message of romance. I think 2024 is going to hold a lot of love and romance for you, group number 2, because I was getting that with the loyal heart, but also the Eiffel Tower in the background here in New World. It's like the most romantic city, right? France. So I feel like there's some theme of romance in 2024 that is significant for you. Ooh, perfect timing, if I can say it. Perfect timing. Yeah, something hasn't started yet. Now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer, I can see a little stream of sand that's coming down here in the hourglass. But when I first looked at it, it looked like there was no sand in the bottom and it was all in the top. And it gave me this feeling of like something hasn't started yet and it's just about to. Like 2024 is going to be that moment where the hourglass finally starts to, it's like it's time. It's perfect timing. Yeah, okay. So it's time for something. I think that this could be romance. You might be improving your love life and it's perfect timing for that. If you're single, you might be meeting the love of your life. If you are already partnered, I think that this commitment could be deepening. That's kind of what it feels like anyway. Okay. Yeah, next we have the astrology cards from the Heavenly Bodies deck. So let's take a look at those. Look, no way. I knew it. I'm like, there's something about love and romance. You have Venus give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. Venus is the planet of love, relationships, connections, sensuality, and of course also beauty and value. Yeah, so I think this is the perfect timing for you. 2024 feels like it's going to be a big emphasis on, they just showed me the moon. I didn't even look down and see the moon here. I actually was looking up into the side in my office. To the left of me, there's a big tapestry of the moon. And they showed me the moon. And then they were giving me indications about like to the moon and back. And to the moon and back represents, like when people say that, I will love you to the moon and back. What that means is I will love you for my lifetime, like for my whole life, because the amount of heartbeats that you have or something like that, if drawn out, would reach to the moon and back. Correct me, I'm probably butchering that little saying, but it's something like that, right? And it's to represent I will love you for my entire life, like till death do us part. So I feel like it is this year. This is the year, group number 2. Like if you've been looking for love, this is the year you find it. Or if you're already committed, like this is the year it deepens and you really see it flourish. And there's a lot of like balance and romance, and it's like rekindling, or it's the new beginning of love, depending on your situation. Take it as it resonates, but it's heavy love focus here. It feels kind of like a love reading, but we're only 4 cards in, so let's keep going. And I did notice that my candle here is You Are Love, and it's the vibration of 528 hertz, which is the vibration of love. Yeah, so this year for you, group 2, is it holds the vibration of love energetically. 2024 is your love year. Okay, let's keep going. Air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Oh, I looked up at the time right when I said that, and it was 555. So 5s are about travel, expansion, change, adaptability. And because we have the air card right when I saw that 555, you could be traveling by air. You could literally be going to Paris or France with your partner, your spouse, someone you love. Yeah, it's like they could be surprising you with a trip somewhere, or you could have had this planned for a long time and this is the year you finally do it, or you wanted to for a long time. But I also see there's going to be improvement in your connections because there's more open-mindedness, objectivity, and you're learning how to communicate in better ways. That's what I'm seeing. So you might, like if you were in a relationship that was having a hard time, let's say, for example, that you are married and you've been in this relationship for a number of years, or maybe it's relatively new, but either way, you're kind of like at a place where you've settled into the relationship now. It's not brand new. The honeymoon stage is over, but you are working diligently to rekindle this connection and keep it, not rekindle, but like to keep it going in a healthy way. And if you've been in a relationship for a really long time, this could see the rekindling of it, where maybe you're going to couples counseling and you're learning to communicate better, and that really helps to improve your connection. And not because there's anything wrong, just because that's a healthy thing to do. Like it's like you don't need to eat healthy things to because you're sick. You can eat healthy things because they're just healthy and good for you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Like you don't need to go to counseling because there's something wrong. You can go to counseling or learn these communication techniques because this is your life partner and it takes work. And like that is what the loyalty is in your heart. Like it's an act of love to put in effort into this relationship. And I think both of you are equally doing that in the year of 2024. And like I said, if you're not in a relationship, this is going to be the love of a lifetime. And they keep showing me that moon, and the word honeymoon did come up. So I think that, yeah, there could be a higher level commitment. It could be like the honeymoon stage that you're in, or you could be rekindling that honeymoon stage, or or you're like growing through that honeymoon. I don't know. My eyes are getting itchy. Why? That usually happens when there's something of significant, but it's like a little bit of tough energy and you don't want to see it. Okay, why? Why would that be? We're talking about all these beautiful things. Why, Spirit? They said go to the next card. Oh, Neptune. Neptune's all about dreams. So it says dream and transcend here on the card. But since I was rubbing my eyes, it's like something you don't see. And Neptune is the energy of illusion. So I do feel like you're going to be learning something to do with love in the year of 2024, group 2. You're learning some really big life-changing lessons in regard to relationships. And it doesn't have to be romantic relationships. It could be other ones, but I'm really feeling the romance here. So I think this is romantic in nature. And I feel like you're breaking through illusions. That's what I'm getting from Neptune. It's like you're breaking through any delusions that you had around love and your level of conditionality or unconditionality. It's like you're really stepping up your game in terms of how you approach relationships. So you could be improving your communication style. You could be improving your attachment style for that matter, right? If you look into John Bowlby's attachment theory, I feel like if you've identified your attachment style and you've seen that it's an insecure type, you're working to improve that, or you have worked to improve that. And 2024 is the year that you see this new world open up to you in relationship because you have changed your relationship to yourself. You've become more securely attached. And as a result, you're going to see better relationship dynamics with the people around you or with these a new partner coming in. Yeah, you're transcending the distorted illusion or the distorted dream, or this could also be a dream for long-term committed love that's very balanced and unconditional is coming to fruition. I do see that as well. I think it's both. It's like you're transcending the illusory dream, the distorted dream, the delulu, and you're actually getting grounded in what real love actually looks like and feels like for you and what you really want out of that. And I think you're going to get it. That's what I feel is you're gonna get it. Everything turns to light. I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings to me, and transform darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be growing and becoming stronger in how you relate to other people. Orange here is the color of the sacral chakra. So this is sexuality, romance, passion, physical connection, emotional connection as well. Yeah, very much so to do with romance, relationships, etc. And I think, like I was saying, you've worked to improve yourself, or you are working to improve yourself, or working to improve your relationship in the year of 2024. Oh, they did just say month. We gave you that word out of your mouth for a reason, and then they showed me the 30th. The 30th of whatever month you're watching this right now is going to be significant or was significant. That's what they just told me. Whenever you happen to be watching this, check the 30th of the month. Put in your calendar what happened then, or make a little mental note that just kind of see what opportunities around that time arise around you improving yourself and embracing some kind of transformation from darkness into light. It's like you're growing, becoming stronger. There's a new day dawning, a new world is being created because it's the perfect timing. And it very much, like I said, it has to do with love and romance and emotions as well, and how you think. So it's kind of all of these different areas of your relationship with self and others. You have faith. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. I feel like if you kind of lost faith in romance, or if you lost faith in love, group number 2, there's going to be a renewal of that faith. It's like a new day is dawning, and because you've been sort of deep diving into some of this, I think, attachment style theory work, or speaking to a counselor or therapist, or communicating better with your spouse or your partner, or just with yourself if you're single. I really feel like you're renewing your hope and your faith that love does and can exist, but I think you're taking away some of the fantasy of it that was unrealistic. You know, it's like, okay, there's going to be this one person who's my soulmate and they are perfect and they complete me and we get married and we live happily ever after. That is unrealistic. That is not based in reality. That is the delulu, the dreams and illusions that Neptune can create. And it's not, it's not your fault. A lot of us were raised with that. I know I was, being brought up in the Disney era, and I'm still a big, huge fan of Disney. But that is one of the lessons that I've had to kind of unlearn because it's not realistic and it's not even healthy. So I think you're going to be breaking through those illusions of what love, or what you were taught or thought love should be. And you're healing and transforming and seeing the truth of what love actually is and can be in your life. And I think it's going to be so much healthier and so much more supportive of you and your growth. It just feels like it's so much better for you. So much better for you. Okay. Goodness, I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. The green here is like the heart chakra, and talking about all of these, accepting of imperfections, seeing the best in yourself, really being gentle and unconditionally supportive of yourself and others. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be a year that's heavily, heavily focused and dedicated to, sorry, I just got to plug my headphone back on. It's going to be heavily dedicated to you healing your relationship with yourself. And as a result of that, and your relationship with love in general. And as a result of that, your faith is renewed. Everything that was once dark turns to light. You see things clearly. And I think that's where you have this breakthrough in relationship to others. So your relationships improve and it just becomes so much more healthy. That's what I feel. It's like healthy relationships. Very healthy, and they're long-term, committed, and very, very loyal, because that is the energy that you are approaching them with through the work you've done for yourself and the commitment that you have towards your partner or this new potential love that's coming in. Ooh, turtle, slowness and protection. So you're definitely protected. I think part of this process is going to be about gentleness, and gentleness does necessitate that we go slowly sometimes. Not always, but if you think about it, slowing down is a bit more gentle. So we tend to be a little bit more clumsy and harsh when we're doing things quickly. It's not always the case. We can do things fast and be graceful, but I'm just feeling this energy of slow down, go at the right pace for you, follow what feels good, what feels safe. And it's through that gentleness that you're really healing in a very protected and divinely ordered way. It does feel like you're coming out of your shell as well. I feel like you're going to be coming out of your shell because you're healing the relationship with yourself. Your attachment style is transforming. Your relationship to others is improving. And if this is a new relationship, I see you taking it really slow with this person in the beginning. Maybe before you used to rush into relationships and go really hot and heavy into the honeymoon phase, and then it would break down and become very toxic over time. I see if this is a new relationship, you are going very slowly. You're taking your time and you're doing it in a very healthy, sustainable way. And that helps you to continue healing and focusing on what you need. It also helps your partner and you to get to know each other better, so that it is going to be a relationship that's built on a stable and very long-lasting foundation. That's what I see, because turtles live for hundreds of years. Yeah, so this is like a lifelong commitment. This isn't just, a fly-by-night relationship. This is meant to last. It's built to last, and it's the right time. And you have the wheel, endings and beginnings. Ooh, okay. Well, the new world is the beginning, right? So I think 2024, or going into it, you're going to see some endings taking place, things that were in the dark transforming into light. And as a result, you're able to really set your course in a better direction. That's the ship's wheel, right? It's like you're setting your course in a healthier, more aligned direction. I do feel there may be a cruise. I don't know why I got that message of like luxury and beauty and love and connection. There might be like a lover's cruise that you happen to go on. Maybe one of the stops is in Paris. Yeah, I don't know why I just got that. It's like a cruise ship or a cruise liner. Neptune is the god of the sea. Venus was born from the sea. You've got the sea turtle and the captain's wheel from the ship. So yeah, it does. It feels like there's something on the ocean specifically. And I think this is a literal message and not a metaphor. Although, of course, we can look at all of the sea themes as metaphorical as well. But I feel like it's actually going to be physically on the ocean. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Now, group number 2, let's look at your categories, and then we'll get some tarot cards and we'll look at your song for the year. So the way this categories works, this is a spirit directed me to my games box, and they said, take out these cards and use them in readings. And that was months ago. I haven't used them since, but they told me to use them for you guys here in this 2024 reading. So there's a list of different things, different little prompts, and we're going to roll the dice, get a number, and find out what that is in the context of your reading. All right. List 6 is the one that you guys chose. There's different numbers of lists. So 6th month could be significant as well. What is that? June? Yeah. So June could be significant for you. Maybe it's June 30th. Especially if you're watching this on June 30th, that's like a big message. But it could just be the 30th of whatever month you're watching this, and then also June is going to be significant. Maybe that's when this cruise is happening, or something significant is happening in the month of June. We're going to go deeper into the specific months and what they hold when we get into the member side of the extended reading. So if you're interested in that, that is available. And like I said, we'll talk about that at the end. But let's roll. Let's get some more information for you here right now. 2, number 2. Can you guys see that? Okay, number 2 on the list, is found on an island. Like, you can't make this stuff up, you guys. Look at that. Found on an island. Yeah, I feel like you're going on a cruise and there's going to be a stop on an island, or maybe you're going to find someone on an island. Yeah, I feel like it's very literal. It's very literal. Don't worry, I don't think you're going to get stranded on an island, nothing like that. If it's metaphor in this case, I think it's going to be like you may have felt alone, like stranded on an island, not having these relationships, feeling very lonely and isolated and desolate. But 2024 is the year where you are found, where you make these connections, where you're rescued in some way. But again, that's maybe one of the more dysfunctional ways of looking at it. Nobody is here to rescue or save you. Only you can do that, but I do feel like there's a very healthy relationship that's coming in and kind of getting you out of a period of isolation or disconnection. Okay, and next we have the number 7, my favorite number. Okay, and number 7 on the card is things you replace. Things you replace. And I just looked up and it was 2222 on the time. And 2s are about relationships, partnerships, balance. Wow. And that was a lot of 2s. Things you replace. Okay. There's so many messages coming through that I'm getting a little bit like overwhelmed, because I was sitting here thinking about replace. And, I think, okay, the first one that came through was about replacing something. So something that was lost. It's like you're getting a new one. So like maybe you had a really dysfunctional relationship and it ended badly. And you've been alone ever since, and you've been waiting for the right person, but you've maybe been focusing a lot on doing some personal healing work. Well, now it's not like you're replacing that person, but it's like a new relationship comes in. That's kind of the theme I'm getting, and that really jives with the rest of the reading. But the other thing I was seeing is like replace, like as in a physical place, something about a place, and we did have something to do with an island, a cruise, or some kind of maybe something in Paris. So something to do with a place maybe that you've visited before. It could be past life. I just got that message. It could be a place that you visited in this lifetime before. It's like you're revisiting that place and you meet this person there, or you go there with your love, and it's very, very healing. But it could be a place that you lived in a past life, and you're returning there and you meet this soulmate there because there's this profound connection, and it's the perfect timing. It's divine timing. It's all in divine order is what they're saying here. Yeah, and I was seeing air and like air travel. I do. I do get this feeling that you're going to be going somewhere in 2024, group 2, that does connect you with someone from your past, either that you knew before in this lifetime or someone from a past life who you're reconnecting with. And this is the type of soulmate, like I said, that's very healthy. It's not a negative soulmate contract. It is a very healthy, illuminated and expanded love relationship. Because you are vibrating at that frequency, you have attracted it, and it's now perfect timing for it. But remember, take it slow, because that's where you're actually going to see the longevity. Okay, do we want to get one more roll for here? They said, yeah, go ahead. Okay, so we'll do one more and then we'll get tarot cards. Number 10. Here, sorry, I forgot to show you. I know it's kind of far away, so it's hard to see, especially since it's gold on clear. It's not the best definition. Okay, so number 10, you have TV shows. TV shows. There could be a fantasy element to this, okay? I just have to say, because Neptune is the planet of fantasy, dreams. So this could be like, it's almost like the type of romance that you would see in a movie or on a TV show. I don't know why I'm getting Monica and Chandler. That's the most random like TV couple, but that was what they showed me in my mind. It's like Monica and Chandler. And that's an interesting relationship dynamic. Like, they were friends for a long time. They had so many moments where like Chandler kind of was like indicating that he was maybe interested in Monica, and she was always like, ew, no, like, you're just my friend. But then eventually they fall in love, and their friendship becomes this deep foundational love that lasts the longest of all of the relationships in the show. So I do feel like, again, it's like a slow burn type of relationship. And if this is somebody that you're meeting in 2024 for the first time, I think you're going to start out as friends. And over time, it will develop into that long love that is for a lifetime. Like, this is your life partner. Oh my God, I almost want to cry. What is up with these 2024 readings and making me cry? I like never cry in readings, but I've been getting emotional. In group 1, I got emotional. In group 2, I'm getting emotional for completely different reasons. They're very different readings, but what the heck? Yeah, it's like, these are powerful, powerful year. This is a powerful year for you, group 2. And group 1 in a different way. But yeah, you're finding someone here, or you're connecting to someone who is your best friend. Like, maybe if you're already married, then this is you and your spouse really rekindling the relationship. And it's kind of like you're meeting each other for the first time. And it's like the renewal is so, it's like a fantasy. It just feels like a dream. Yeah, it does. It feels like a dream, but in a very healthy, grounded way. Like, you've taken out all of the delusional aspects of the dream, and it's actually now a very practical, healthy dream. Yeah. Let's get tarot cards, and then we'll get your song. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so for group number 2, Spirit. Oh, that card. Oh, those two. The World. Okay, yeah, endings and beginnings. We did have that card here, and the World is about the end of a cycle and a new beginning of the next one. So it's kind of like you come full circle. You're back where you started, but you're completely at a different place. You know, you've spiraled up, not gone in a straight line. And so you being back where you started could also be another like replace, like you're visiting another place. It's like I do feel like you might be traveling the world. Like I said, that felt significant with the air energy there and even water energy. So I think there's going to be a couple of trips this year in 2024 for you, group 2. You could be going on a cruise or traveling by water, and then you could also be traveling by air. Or those could be separate messages for separate people watching this reading. So take it as it resonates, or see how it unfolds, right? Just take a look at it and see. I do recommend watching these readings again while we are in 2024, although these are coming out at the end of 2023. Watch it again during the next year, because you might get better context on what this is. Anyways, the World card, you're closing out a cycle. You are seriously starting fresh is really what I see here. It's like a big rebirth and renewal. You're leveling up in some way. Things are coming full circle. And I see this gracefulness. And you know, it's interesting. I should have said this earlier, but when we had that message of gentleness and going slow, the one example that I did see in my mind for going fast and being gentle was a ballerina. They did show me that, and I can't remember if I said it or not, but that's what I saw in my mind. So it could start out slow and gentle and then become fast and yet gentle. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Oh, look at that. It fell right down on there. Queen of Swords. And that's air. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And you have that here in the air sign card. So I do feel like, again, air travel, communication is obviously important here. Like I said, there could be something to do with improving your communication style, your attachment style, talking to a therapist, a counselor, something like that, or learning to communicate better with your spouse or your partner, or communicating for the first time with this person. But yeah, it's like something about Libra, and Libra is the sign ruled by Venus, and it is to do with love and relationships. Yeah, so something about Libra. What month is Libra? Oh shoot, I can't remember. That could be a significant month as well. They're giving me the number 6, but I don't know if what is that? January, February, March, April, May, June. Is June Libra season? I don't know. I'm getting the number 6 and I'm getting Libra, so those could be connected or they could not. Yeah, take it as it resonates or see how that unfolds. But for whatever reason, that's coming through really clearly. These two cards want to come out too. I'm also noting that these tarot cards are coming out in couples. They're coming out in twos. I'm sorry that if you're not like looking for love or you're not interested in love, well, you're not even probably still here on the reading. But like, if you're still here and you weren't expecting this reading to be about love, surprise! This year, 2024, is going to be all about love. And if you're not interested in love, maybe check a different reading, but I think you were meant to be here for a reason. So, and if you're still here, you vibe with that. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is another card of cycles, endings, and new beginnings. So this is like a major cycle that you are doing. And look at that. It's like the same 4 animals in these 2 cards. See? It's the same 4 animals framing the card with the circle in the middle. So the Wheel of Fortune is like a cycle change. And so, you know, a good way of kind of looking at this is the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like the cyclical changes of the seasons. You know, it's like we go through these very predictable changes from spring, summer, fall, winter, etc. The world is like the ending of a year, or even at a larger scale, the ending of a decade. Or a lifetime. So it's like these much larger cycles of time and these smaller cycles of time. So there's something to do with time here. Timing is really important. And they said, don't worry, because it's divine timing, not human timing. So there, if you've been feeling like you need to rush, like you need to get on relationships or dating like right now, they're saying don't worry, go slow, you've got time, this is all in divine timing. And there's like these magical cycles that are unfolding in a very destined way that you don't really have control over. So just kind of try to relax, I think, you know, again, be gentle, because it's all very much, it's like super divinely synchronized and ordered. So don't worry. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. And I looked up at the time and it was 3333. Okay, you keep getting these like 4 patterns of repeating numbers, which is really super significant. So 2222 and 3333. Wow. Okay, make of that what you will. But I'm really seeing the watch on the man's wrist, and then he's giving to the woman. So again, this feels like reciprocity. It feels like relationship. Somebody could be giving. Oh, yeah, I did just get a message of a proposal. This could be the year that if you are dating someone, they propose to you. Or if you are the one proposing, that you finally feel like it's the perfect timing to propose to your partner. if you're already married, you could be doing like a renewal of your vows type of ceremony or something like that. But I feel like that it's like, yeah, the time is right for this offer to be made. And it is a physical offer that gets you to the next stage of love. Wow. This is amazing. Group number 2. I was not expecting this, but I never really know what to expect going into a reading. So yeah. Any more, Spirit? Yeah, they said there's one more. The King of Cups. Will ya look at that? The King of Cups is the master of love. This is the year of love for you, group number 2. And it is very emotional. This is very heart-based, but it's also a lot about communication and the mind. So it's like this balancing of the mind and the heart. And I think because you've been doing this work, or you've been focusing on these 2 aspects of yourself and possibly of this relationship, you're going to see a lot of growth, stability. King of Cups and Neptune are both Pisces as well. So this could be a Pisces and a Libra. These could be significant energies or archetypes or themes that are playing out for you over 2024. They also did just mention check your chart and see where Libra falls in your personal natal chart. What house is that in? Do you have planets there that are significant? Watch the transits around Libra and Pisces specifically. Oh yeah. And the moon in the tarot is Pisces as well. And since they were referencing the moon earlier, there could be something to do with the Pisces full moon, or a Pisces transit of the moon in your chart. Sorry, that's like a lot of different things, but trust your intuition, because a lot of this is very emotional, and the King of Cups is very psychic and intuitive. So trust your intuition and follow these cycles of time, because you're going to see things wrapping up and you're going to see new things beginning. It's like you're ending one cycle and beginning another. It's like if you were in the dating cycle for a long time, now you're going into the engagement and getting into long-term commitment and marriage for the rest of your life. Yeah. Wow. Just, wow. I can't even. Okay. I had to look, and the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So we've got 2 kings here. Yeah, somebody wants to offer you something for sure. Yeah. A life of abundance is what I just heard as well. So somebody might be offering you like a trip somewhere because they want to propose to you. Or if you're the male, oh my God, the Lovers. I just felt that card underneath. And then as I was talking, I just absentmindedly pulled it out. My body sometimes when I'm channeling will just do stuff that my mind isn't really paying attention to. The Lovers. Yeah, this is a year of love, group 2. A year of love where you're going to be offered something and there's going to be a big level up. You're going to see massive growth, endings and beginnings of cycles, divinely guided. Really, really magical. I cannot believe this. Oh, before I forget, let's get your song of the year. And I will link the song or the YouTube video to the song in the description box below where the timestamps were. So take a look at that if you want to listen to it, watch it, look at the lyrics. Barbie girl. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life of plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me anywhere. Imagination. Life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Okay, I'll stop. I just love that song. And once I get going, it's like my mind wants to finish it. But yeah, this reminds me of like Barbie and Ken. It's like you're made for each other. Yeah, you're made for each other. And it's like this dream, like this childhood dream of, you know, maybe if you're a girl, if you're a woman or you identify as feminine, you may have spent a lot of time fantasizing about like the perfect romance and your wedding and like the perfect partner and all of these things and this happily ever after moment. And I think that's where that Neptunian energy was coming from. And it's through breaking through some of the delusion of that and the fantasy that was unhelpful or unhealthy or unrealistic that you can actually have physically, tangibly, the real fantasy, the realistic fantasy, and there is someone who is meant for you. This person is out there, and they're not perfect, and neither are you. And that is what makes it so beautiful, is because it is complicated, and it is, it's not about two people who are perfect for each other being connected in this way. It's more like, are you complementary? And I see that with this person and yourself, group number 2. It's like you complement each other. Your baggage matches their baggage, you know? And I feel like you are so deeply loyal and so unconditional with each other that you want to learn how to unpack each other's baggage together. And that, I think, is the most beautiful and healthy relationship. Okay, I'm going to stop before I cry again. Oh. Okay, I'm going to jump into the extended reading now on the member side of the channel. So if you guys want to go much deeper and get more details about the specific month by month like layout of 2024, then you can become a member, or if you already are one, jump over to that now. But yeah, if you're not, it's $10.99 a month for the Soul Tribe membership, where you get access to the extended readings, the weekly pick-a cards, the monthly live streams, and all that good stuff. So all you have to do is hit the join button, which should be right below this video where the subscribe button is or was. If you don't see it there, sometimes that's because it's not, that part of the app hasn't launched in your country, or it's not available on an iOS or phone device. So you might need to go through a computer or a different device to see if it'll show up there, but it should. So yeah, if you want to become a member, hop on over to the extended and we'll see you there. And if not, I'm wishing you the absolute best, most romantic, loving, magical, beautiful, love relationship-based 2024, group number 2. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your 2024 reading. So the way that this is going to go, we have this bag with some charms and the song of the year. So we will get the song of the year for you at the end of this reading, but the charms are going to be for the extended, where we're going to be looking at the month-to-month plan for the year ahead. So I've got this chart kind of laid out. So that will be available to you on the members side of the channel. And we'll talk more about how to become a member and access that reading and so much more at the end of this one. So stick around. But let's start by looking at your oracle cards. We'll also get tarot, and we're going to look at this fun little categories prompt as well. And I'll explain how that works if you haven't seen me use that before. Okay, so actually let me put this down here so it's a little bit more out of the way and we have room for the cards. So in 2024, you have Imagine. Imagine. I feel like this is going to be, oh, they're playing John Lennon, Imagine. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one. Yeah, group number 3, I feel like you have a dream here in 2024. You're imagining something big for yourself, like changing the world big is what it feels like. They keep giving me all these songs. Are you very musical, group number 3? Or maybe 2024 is going to be really musical for you, because I also just heard Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Yeah, and that song is about like, if you want to change the world, you've got to change the man in the mirror. So it could be like a type of service that you're doing for the collective in 2024 that really is reflected from within you. Like you are stepping into your power of creation, self-determination, and imagining the best for yourself and by extension for the world as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. I love this. You got Celebration, and look how fun that is. I've never seen this card before. This is a beautiful deck that was donated. Thank you to the anonymous donors who send in card decks to us. A lot of these card decks that we're using today were sent in by donation using the Amazon wish list that I have linked in the description box, and I appreciate you guys for that. I love these cards. So Celebration 2024, look at this. It's like a celebration in Hawaii or some tropical destination. There's like a midnight rave going on under the stars on the beach in the sun, or in the warm summer night is what I meant to say. This just feels so cool. I feel like a sense of freedom. I feel like 2024 is going to be all about freedom for you, group number 3. I've been getting a lot of travel messages for 2024 for all of the groups in different ways and to different places, but I'm feeling like for you guys, you might be going to like Thailand or Indonesia or Bali. I don't even know if some of those places are like the same place because I'm so bad at geography. Like, don't even get me started. But yeah, or Hawaii, somewhere tropical. That's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. You could be drawn to somewhere tropical, and it's something you've dreamed of, or it's something you've imagined for yourself. It feels like you're living a very sort of transient hippie life in 2024. I don't even know if that's your vibe, but like that's what I'm seeing and feeling. It just feels very free, very liberated, very fun loving, very hippie-esque, but it's not in a frivolous way. It does feel very service oriented and very spiritual. So yeah. Okay. A year from now, that is so cool because we're literally doing a year ahead reading and it says a year from now. So whenever you're watching this, something in this reading is going to be unfolding in exactly a year from now. Yeah. But since we're talking about a year ahead reading, I think that this is just like beautiful confirmation to show us that, yeah, this is happening in a year, in the next year. What we were talking about there in terms of travel, freedom, something you've imagined being made a reality. It's like you're roping the moon and you're bringing it down to earth because you're grounding your dreams in some way, or you're doing something you've always dreamed of in any case. Yeah. Okay, and then we have 3 Heavenly Bodies astrology cards. So let's look at these now. We have Mars, move forward and defend self. So Mars is the planet of action. Can be about a lot of different things, but I'm seeing Mars here about, moving forward. You're taking action, you're traveling, you're doing something. Even the stitching in this card reminds me of like footprints in the sand. It's actually supposed to be stitching, but it looks like footprints. So you could be, like I said, like transient traveling, moving around a lot, taking action on your dreams, taking action on your dreams. Yeah, putting yourself outside of your comfort zone. Mars is also very strong, self-directed, confident energy. And so Mars can help you to tap into your confidence. Maybe you've been scared to travel alone, or you've been scared to go to a particular location because, I don't know, for whatever reason, or there was just resistance to it, and now all of a sudden, or procrastination. And then in this year, you're like, I'm just going to do it. That I feel like that's kind of the vibe for you in 2024. Group number 3 is kind of like just do it. So it's like that Nike just do it vibe, take action, but also this very sort of soft, like very grassroots type of spirituality. Really cool. I think that's a great combination because it's like action oriented, service oriented, but still very intuitive and in tune with the vibrations of the world and the astral realm, they just said as well. Yeah, it's like you're going to be getting a lot of dreams, I think. A lot of very prescient or prophetic dreams in 2024, group 3. So pay attention to those because they will be guiding you and prompting you, is what Spirit just said, prompting you to take action and move forward. Yeah, on your path is what they just said. And they showed me that line again. Okay. We have Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. That's what I mean. It's like the methodical steps that they were showing me in Mars. You're going to be taking action and implementing something. It does feel like this is something you've been wanting for a long time. The hourglass in this card. It feels like it's something you've been wanting for a long time, and it's taken a long time to grow because you've kind of been keeping it in your heart, or you were holding it back. But now in 2024, you're like, just imagine what it could be like, and you're getting these dreams or these confirmations, and you've got all this support in some way from the universe, and then it starts unfolding, and you start actually going and doing these things that maybe were outside of your comfort zone before, but you always imagined doing them, and now you're actually doing them, and it's so liberating, it's so freeing, it is so it feels like an adventure. I feel like you're going to be a lot more adventurous in 2024 group 3, but you're doing it because you can plan it out in a methodical way. Like it's not super like fly by the seat of your pants. It's very intuitively directed and guided, and there's a very much a larger spiritual purpose to it, but it's also very practical and very realistic. Like I think that's why there's this beautiful matching between this like Nike just do it energy and this very hippie like grassroots vibe, because one without the other can be a little bit too excessive, or it leans too far, the pendulum swings too far to one side, and then it's not balanced. But I think it's with these two energies, one being very practical and like more structured, and then the other one being more like go with the flow. It's a perfect combination. This could be you and another person. Like maybe if you're the airy fairy type of person who doesn't like making travel plans and stuff, you could be teaming up with someone, because they did show me a year from now, and these two people here, you could have a friend or a spouse who is more detail oriented, like a Capricorn, and they want to plan things for you or for the two of you, and then you can finally get to go like this. Or you could be activating that part of yourself and then going and traveling alone or doing something ambitious. It does feel very ambitious. So I think that, you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone a lot. And that's the dream, right? It's like you've had this very large, ambitious dream for yourself, for the world. It feels like a spiritual purpose. Yeah, you're here to heal the world. Look at these angels with the world there in this card. And I think part of it, because look at even the grid on this. Can you even see that? I don't know if it's a bit blurry, sorry, but it's like ley lines on the earth. You may be a grid worker and you're called to travel to specific destinations or locations, not just to enjoy it and to party. I think that's going to be a human fun side of it, but also because you're doing healing work in those locations. And that's why you're being intuitively, psychically prompted by spirit to go to particular areas at particular times. Yeah, because you foster growth. You are the change that this world needs, and you're embodying it. So wherever you go, you plant those seeds and you help that growth to happen. This is so cool, group number 3. These readings have been amazing. And then you have Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. That's what I mean. Like it's very balanced. You got the scales of balance here between those two archetypes that we were seeing. But also I see relationships being important here in the month of 2020, or in the month, I keep saying that, in the year of 2024. I get this ambitious energy again, because we had ambition here with Capricorn, and now they're showing me the mountains here, which can speak of like big lofty goals that you have for yourself. So I do feel like you have a dream, group number 3, and it's very precious. It's very close to your heart, and it's something that is very, very divinely guided. Like this is something that is definitely part of your soul mission. It's part of your service work here to the collective, and it does involve other people in some way, either directly or indirectly. Okay, you have elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me, and I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, rising above all doubt. I feel like you're going to be facing some fears here to get outside your comfort zone. Like the example I was using before of wanting to travel alone but feeling afraid. Maybe that's a bit outside your comfort zone, or going to a particular location or country you've never been before and it feels a little bit, intimidating. But you're elevating yourself and freeing yourself and following those intuitive prompts and the imaginations that you've had of these larger goals. And so you're actually following through and doing it and putting yourself out there, and that's really helping you to break through and understand the true level of your spiritual strength and how divinely guided and protected you are. Because I think facing that fear is also part of trusting your team, right? Because it's like your team and your higher self are not going to put you in a position where you are going to be like compromised or vulnerable or in danger in any way, unless it serves your overall soul growth. But I'm seeing in this situation, it wouldn't. And that's why you are kept very, very safe if you are traveling. Obviously, don't just take my word for it. Make sure that you're protecting yourself and trusting and following your intuition if you are traveling, especially in any countries that are unfamiliar to you, or if you're doing it alone. But if you're not going anywhere specifically, this is just kind of getting out of your own comfort zone in your home territory and feeling safer, or even if you don't feel completely safe to step out of your comfort zone, I feel like the elevation and the intuitive hits and nudges that you're going to be getting from spirit in 2024 are going to be so loud and so all sort of consuming in terms of how you feel them. Like, it's very visceral, and it helps you to transcend some of that resistance. And you do start taking action, whether you feel like you're ready for it or not. And I think that even if it's just on your home base, you're still going to be kept very safe, very protected, and you're going to be doing a lot of really good work for the collective. Open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. I feel like 2024 is going to be a big year of opening up for you, group number 3. And this could, like I said, it could come in many different ways. You could be opening up in terms of your spiritual service and embracing a new lifestyle. You could be opening up in terms of exploring the world, like the physical world, and traveling, like I was seeing there. This could also be opening up to the universe and receiving divine inspirations that you're made to get to work on in terms of like creating like projects or something in alignment with your divine service or your mission. For some of you, maybe that is literally traveling because you're a grid worker. For others of you, this may be working more from your home base, but doing something that really serves humanity in a big way, whatever that is. It feels like it could be very artistic because we do have Libra here, and Libra is ruled by Venus. But it's practical as well because we've got Capricorn, and Capricorn's related to Saturn. So it feels like there's beauty in the practical, and yeah, I think it's going to help you to serve this purpose or to complete this mission of some kind. It could be to do with work, but it could also just be like a soul level thing, or both. You have positive thinking as well. My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe, and little by little, the light awakens in my being. I find serenity. Okay, so I feel like this is you really trusting your spirit guides, your higher self, the universe, the divine in the year of 2024. So this upcoming year, group number 3, you are really going to be a little bit tested almost in how much you can lean into your intuition. Like, how much are you really willing to follow those intuitive prompts, even when they feel like they don't make sense, or they're not practical, or you have to do a lot of practical things to make them practical, or they're scary because they're so outside your comfort zone. Yeah, I feel like, but this is really going to help you to elevate and expand. Like it feels like spiritual evolution. It also feels a lot like service work that you're meant to be doing in some way. This is so cool. You also have Horse, freedom in action. No way. Look at that. We're talking about freedom. I'm like, this whole year feels like freedom for you. And I think travel is going to be part of that, but definitely just a feeling of spiritual freedom. And then we have action twice because you have Mars, which is the planet of action. And then you have action, which is action. And you have the Horse, which is about moving forward and strength and power of will to do and be free. Like, I absolutely love how aligned and synchronous all of these messages are. And you have Anchor, interesting, stability and security. Well, that's kind of what I was getting. It's like the opposite energies. One's very transient, very free. The other is very action oriented, very stable. So I think it's both of those things, and it might be fluctuating throughout the months of the year. I don't know until we get into the extended and we look at the different month by month layout, but I feel like it could also be kind of those two energies coexisting at the same time. Like you're tapping into the stability to be able to expand and explore so that you have that sense of freedom and taking that action because you feel safe to do so. Yeah, that's what I really see. Okay, group 3. Let's look at your categories card. So the way that this works is we're going to roll a dice and we're going to get a number, and then we're just going to use that as a prompt. Now, number 4 could be significant. So the 4th month of the year could be significant. What is that? April could be significant. Or the number 4 could be sort of like the overarching energy of the year. The number 4 is about stability and security, and it's also about hard work that leads to or builds very long-standing, lasting foundations. From what I was seeing freedom-wise, that's more of like a 5 energy, but I think that the number 4 is helping to support the 5, and it is progression, right? Elevation, you're going from 4 to 5, so you could have built this stability through the number 4. Yeah, they just draw me to number 4 here on celebration. It says 40, but the number 40 could be significant too. Maybe that's an age or something. Yeah, but the number 4 is definitely important here. Okay, and then expanding into 5. So let's get more information here from this categories card. We have 12. Okay. There, it's a bit more in focus. So number 12 on the list is animals. So animals are going to be significant this year. You might be getting a new animal. We did have the horse here, so you could even quite literally be learning how to ride a horse, and that gives you a sense of freedom and liberation. Maybe that's something you always wanted to do. That's such a literal message, and I think it's pretty random, so take it if it resonates only. But yeah, there's something about animals. Oh, Spirit just said, what do you know about animals? Well, most animals are free, right? They go where they want. They live where they want. They live off the land. They're pack animals. Some of them are migratory or nomadic. Yeah, it feels like freedom. That's what I'm getting from animals too. And the energy of celebration here, it's like they're drawing my attention to all the people who are in this tent celebrating together. And it feels like embracing your humanity, embracing the animal aspect of being human that is like being balanced and meshed or integrated with the divine aspect as well. It's both, right? You're both. You're a divine being having a physical experience in this animal body. So it's like merging those two together. It feels very tribal. That's the sense I get. Yeah. It's like a return to your roots almost. Wow, cool. Okay, more, please, Spirit. I'm so fascinated. You have the number 1 here. Okay. So we have item. Oh, I knew that this was going to come up because I saw that 1 prompt when earlier on in the reading. And what came to mind, items in your purse or wallet, was like being on vacation somewhere. And like sometimes if you're in like Indonesia or something like that, there's a lot of pickpockets and stuff like that. I feel like this would be something in your pocket, like your phone or your wallet, that a pickpocket tries to steal, but Spirit's like, no, not this person. Like, and they protect you. And then it just like strengthens your faith in the divine. It's like that kind of thing. But yeah, items in your purse or wallet could be significant right now too. I'm seeing a driver's license, but this also reminds me of like a passport. So it's like some kind of identification. Your sense of identity could be changing in 2024. And a year from now, it's like you're a completely different person because you changed the man in the mirror. Yeah, it's all fitting together. Male or female, it's just the reference to that song. You're freeing yourself in a big way in 2024. Shoot, was I saying 2023 before? Anyway, you guys know it's 2024. Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll get tarot cards. 8. The number 8. Okay, 8 is great. things you empty. Things you empty. Oh, they showed me you emptying yourself of all of the resistance, fear, and blocks, and finally moving forward in life. It's like by emptying yourself, you can take on this energy of the divine, or fill yourself with the energy of the divine. And this is what simultaneously creates security and freedom for you. Because like I said, it's that safety and security, that sense of inner stability that gives you the capacity to kind of change the outside world around you and expand. They did just draw my attention to something you keep hidden as well, which is number 6 here. Something you keep hidden. I know we didn't roll that, but they just showed me it and they told me to mention it. So it's like hidden parts of yourself are being liberated or expanded or elevated, or your positive thinking is really protecting you. And things that were once hidden or veiled from you are going to be revealed in such a way that it really serves you and your growth. It's very, very balanced. Yeah, very balanced, because they just showed me the sun and the moon on the scales in Libra. And the moon is things that are hidden and the sun is things that are very clear. It's like day and night. We can see much better in the daytime. So something's coming to light. I do feel like your psychic abilities are expanding in 2024, group 3. Big time. Big psychic abilities. Okay. So let's get some tarot cards and then we'll take a look at your song of the year. So what else does group number 3 need to know for 2024, Spirit? The sun. No way. I literally just referenced the sun. You see, you can't make this shit up. This is magic. This is how spirit works. And this is like the life that you're going to be living in 2024 group 3. Like, you're going to be living a magical, divinely guided life. Everything is going to be intuitive, and yet it's still practical. Like, you're still doing the mundane things. You're still living the human life, but it's very divinely inspired. So everything you do is intuitively prompted. And I feel like you're going to be having so much fun in 2024. I get this feeling of like playfulness and freedom, and yeah, like playfulness and freedom and play. And yeah, it's like you get your childhood innocence back again. It just feels really, really fun. Really, really fun. And I did just get another message about friends. Like, friendship could be really important in the year ahead. There's somebody here that you're maybe working with or traveling with or having fun with. And they really bring out the best in you is what I'm seeing. Yeah, they really bring out the best in you. And you are just having such a good time with them. You guys are you can be silly together. You can party together. You can chill together. It feels like a best friend. Yeah, Libra, it's like best friend relationship for sure. You might be traveling with this person to a tropical location and really having a blast. Justice, that's Libra again. Wow. This Libra season might be significant, or you may be a Libra, or this other friend might be a Libra. But yeah, Libra is about balance, fairness, justice, equality, harmony. And we were talking a lot about balancing these two sort of archetypes or polarities within the self, between freedom and stability. Yeah, I feel like you're finding a balance between those two. It's like you're finding a way to really evenly tip the scales, and it serves you very, very well. And like I said, I feel like there's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun because you're free, but you're doing it in like the right way kind of thing. These two are very yellow. That's like... Yellow is the color of happiness and playfulness and innocence. And it's also connected to the solar plexus chakra, which has a Mars type of energy because it's very action oriented. It's very powerful. It likes to do. So I feel like your sense of self and your identity is also, like I said before, something about the driver's license. Yellow is the ego self too. That's where the solar plexus has a sense of self. We begin to identify a sense of self. So I think that your view of yourself is going to be evolving. I think you're going to be learning a lot about yourself in this year coming up here, 24 for you group 3. It's like you're kind of discovering a new version of yourself, maybe because you're in these different environments or hanging out with different people, and it's like they bring out these things in you that were hidden. Oh, that's something that you keep hidden. Yeah, it's like there's parts of you that you've kept hidden. Maybe it's like the fun-loving part of you, or the silly part of you, or the highly spiritual, psychic part of you, something like that. It's like there's these parts of you that are coming out because you are putting yourself in the environment to do that, or you're just feeling more free and more stable and secure within yourself to let those parts get some breathing room, get some air, stretch their legs and run around. That's what it feels like. It's so cool. Oh, they didn't want me to take this one too. Okay, yeah, I love that. 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you are healing any stress or worry or they showed me stress and worry from mundane responsibilities, specifically finances, because as I said that, I unconsciously kind of looked up and my eyes fell on a fake $1 million bill that I have in my office. Yeah, and it's kind of like the money was stressing you out. Maybe that was something you were concerned about for a long time, or like the practical, it doesn't have to be money, but maybe it was like the practical things of life were a concern for you, or they were weighing down your mind and just stressing you out. But I feel like in this year you're healing from it, and in the next year that's not a concern anymore. You're just free. I don't know how it happens. It just happens. So actually, let me see if we can get more information on how it happens. Well, yeah, 10 of Wands. It's like you don't take that burden with you anymore, because you realize that if you really want to be free, you can't run from it. Because what they're showing me is somebody. Hold on, I gotta fix my headphone fell out. What they're showing me is like you can't. Okay, I want to take that one out and this one too, because those ones are calling, and then I'll just put this to the side. Yeah, anyway. In the past, you may have tried to travel to escape what was hidden within that you didn't want to address within yourself. And I'm seeing now, instead of doing that, you've realized that if you really want to be free, you're going to take yourself with you everywhere you go. So moving physically or traveling or trying to escape and find freedom through physical action, it's not going to do the trick. You have to free yourself internally and create an internal sense of security and freedom and weightlessness to be able to physically experience the freedom that you want and deserve and desire in life. Yeah. So I do feel like a lot of this this freedom and releasing of these burdens is because you've realized that the only way to really truly be free is to create that internal system of security that helps you do that. You have the 2 of Wands, and look at him sitting on the hammock planning where he's going to go next. I feel like world traveler energy here. I'm getting vibes of like going backpacking across Europe, or going to all of these different remote tropical locations. It feels very much like taking a year off and going and traveling everywhere. I just keep getting that. It could be for work, but like I said, if it is, it's more so spiritual work than anything else. So okay, 2 of Cups. In my head, I was asking, how are you affording this? Or how are you doing this? Or why is this happening in this particular year? And then we have the 2 of Cups here. So I feel like it's because you meet a particular person and they invite you, because they were showing me these 2 people here. It could be a love relationship. So this could be like a romantic type of thing where you meet someone and they've got the travel bug or that wanderlust, and they kind of pull you out of your shell and bring you with them. Or you could be that person for someone else, and you've got this travel partner now, so you really start planning some things that you want to do this year. But if this is a friendship, because that's what I was getting before, it was like very platonic, then this is a friend that you either meet or you reconnect with, and you guys just kind of like, you hype each other up. That's kind of the vibe I get. It's like you hype each other up and you're very much on the same page. And so you want to explore together. You want to be free together, and you help each other to achieve that. Yeah. Okay, so group number 3. Let's get your song for the year. So these are just some general themes. There's probably going to be a lot more going on throughout the year. We're going to get more details, like I said, in the members only extended reading. But yeah, this seems to be the general theme, like freedom, stability, and expansion. And then your song of the year is Pray For Me by Queen Herbie. One of my favorite artists, for sure. She's fantastic. And I will leave the song, like the music video to the song, linked in the description box below your group's timestamp. So you can go down there and click on that if you want to watch the music video or listen to the lyrics and see if there's any specific messages. But yeah, Pray For Me. It feels like to me in 2024, the theme is that you are praying, like you're so connected to spirit. That's what I feel. Like you're having all of these quote unquote religious experiences, but it's not, it's like spiritual. Like you're having all of these spiritual experiences that you've prayed for, that you've imagined, that you've kind of called into being because you made the decision to do so. We have 2 2s here, right? So it's like you've made this decision in your heart because you desired it. And you sent that out, and then it attracted the right circumstances or this right person or people. Yeah, you're just releasing a huge heavy weight that was kind of weighing you down. You prayed for this to be released, and now here it is in 2024. It's being released, and you're going to have so much fun. And there's going to be a lot of growth, spiritual expansion, a great sense of freedom, and you're going to feel really stable while you're doing it. So yeah, it just feels really, really fun and fancy free. That is what I see for you, group number 3. So if you are interested in diving into the month by month play by play, we are going to be going into that now on the members extended reading. To become a member and access this reading and all of the other readings, we have tons of weekly pick-a-cards that I do for the week ahead. We've got some other like shadow ones. We've got other like deep soul level past life ones. So there's lots and lots of different pick-a-cards on there that you'll gain access to for $10.99 a month. You can unsubscribe at any time to that or unjoin from that membership. But yeah, if you join, you get the extended and also all of those others and once monthly live stream. So the members are able to jump into the chat on the monthly live stream that we do and ask personal questions, and I pull cards for you guys there. So if you're interested in getting all of that additional content, then hit the join button below. It should be right where the subscribe button is. And if you don't see it there, then you may need to go through a desktop computer, because sometimes if you're on your phone, it won't have that function updated in the app yet. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the extended. And if not, I am wishing you all of the freedom in the world for all of your dreams to come true, all of these blessings to unfold in 2024. So sending you guys so much love and blessings. I appreciate you, and we will see you in the next reading. Bye.